Is the Buick Encore GX the perfect compact SUV for you? Let's find out. I'm Motor City Maggie. Hit that subscribe button and let's take a deep dive on the 2022 Buick Encore GX Sport Touring Edition. So there are three different trim levels of the Buick Encore GX. There are the Preferred, Select, and Essence trim levels, and there's also a Sport Touring package. This model here is the Essence with that Sport Touring package, and the base model Buick Encore GX right now starts at $25,800, whereas this one is shown at $34,490. Underneath the hood, we have a unique powertrain. We're looking at a 1.3 liter 3-cylinder turbo engine, 3 cylinders producing 155 horsepower and 174 pound-feet of torque. Now on the front wheel drive model, we're going to get a CVT transmission, and the all-wheel drive model will give you a 9-speed automatic transmission. Miles per gallon on the front wheel drive model is 29 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon on the highway. That's not that bad. However, I really want to see a hybrid Buick Encore GX, and for the 2022 model year, unfortunately, there's no hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or electric vehicle yet. However, GM is very committed to becoming all electric in the next decade or so, and by the end of this decade, Buick, as being part of GM, has announced that they are going to release their all-electric model. So for the year 2024, we're going to see a new Buick sedan that is all-electric. It is gorgeous. It looks like this right here. I'll attach it in my video. And Buick also announced a brand new badge. It is more futuristic and more modern, and you can see that right here as well. All right, let's take a look at some of the more design elements on the exterior. We've got the standard Buick badge right here, which hopefully we're gonna see change starting in 2023. Definitely in 2024, we'll have that more modern badge that I just showed you. But we have these stretched wings on the front grille, which is kind of a classic Buick look. But on the Sport Touring model, we have this really cool red accent in the front grille. So that is unique to this trim level, and I really, really love that look. Of course, we've got this beautiful hood. It's a short hood, so it's really easy to park this vehicle because you have such great visibility on the front end. And if you look at your LEDs, they're really sharp, really nice design, and we've got the fog lamps here as well. So coming around to the side, we'll see that we do have 18-inch wheels. These come standard on the Buick Encore GX, and we're gonna see this kind of brushed silver metal for the roof rails and our gloss black accents, as well as this beautiful red exterior. This is an additional color. It's $495. It is called Cinnabar Metallic. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Let's check out the back end of the Buick Encore GX. We have the nice Encore GX badge here, of course another Buick badge, and then we've got the ST Sport Touring badge. We also have this nice rear spoiler to give it a more athletic, aggressive look, which is really lovely. And then we're going to have our height adjustable lift gate, which is really nice, giving us 50.2 cubic feet of storage, which is really nice for a vehicle this size, a compact 5-passenger SUV. So we can also put the rear seats down. There's a 60-40 split, and it comes with this tonneau cover, so you can hide all of the things that are in the back of your vehicle. And check this out, we also have a temporary use spare tire, which is so convenient. You actually have a fold flat front passenger seat. I mean, honestly, more vehicles should have this feature. It is so nice because you have way more storage for longer items like furniture, a rolled up carpet, and a ladder, things like that. It's just really convenient and a nice extra feature on the Buick Encore GX. Oh, did you say something? I was just taking a little nap. Let's check out the inside. Let's see what the Buick Encore GX looks like when you start it up. All right, we've got a nice push button start. Oh, saying hello to us on our 8-inch touchscreen display. First impressions are that I really enjoy the interior. It reminds me a lot of the other Buicks that I have been in. We've got a beautiful leather wrap steering wheel with the Buick logo on the horn. We have a lot of nice buttons here on the steering wheel. We even have some on the back. You can see I'm adjusting the volume on the back of the steering wheel. I can also change the station that I'm listening to on the back of the steering wheel, which just feels very intuitive. And then behind the steering wheel, we have our multi-information display and 2 analog gauge clusters right here. We also have, this is so interesting, the head-up display that is on a separate pane of glass. Usually when you see the head-up display, it is seamlessly projected onto the windshield of the vehicle. So this is a little different to be seeing it on the separate pane of glass. I prefer to have it on the windshield personally, but this may be a lower cost option to help keep the cost of the vehicle down. Okay, onto the 8-inch infotainment system. You will have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Amazon Alexa, HD Radio, Sirius XM, and it's really nice. It's pretty easy to use. Here's our home. We've got some great colors, and of course you can add different users. We've got navigation on this one, Wi-Fi that can connect up to 7 different devices. That is an added package right there, and a lot of pretty easy to use features. Moving on down to the center bridge here, we've got our USB ports right here, an auxiliary port. We also have our wireless charger right there that we're utilizing. So we've got some more buttons here. We've got our parking assist sonar, and then this button here will actually allow you to have the vehicle park itself. So that's what this looks like here. And you can choose between parallel or perpendicular parking, and you can park on the right or the left side of the road. Bose speakers are available on the Buick Encore GX, but we don't have them on this model. They are extra coming along to the side here. Here is our digital rear view camera. This is always kind of trippy for me because it kind of confuses your perception of where things are because you're used to seeing a mirror and not a camera image. But this is really handy if you have heads or cargo blocking your view. So you will always have a way to see out the back of your vehicle. So that's really nice. We also have our OnStar emergency button here, and let's move down to the center bridge. We have a nice normal shift knob. Automatic parking brake is here, and then we've got 2 small cup holders that were fine for our water bottles. A large container here. I just was throwing my sunglasses in here, my keys, my phone, and then as I was driving, they were kind of bumping around and making a lot of noise. So I can feel like this won't be the ideal place to have all your belongings, but it is nice to have that because the center console is not that large. You can see I've got our garage door opener there. You can pop that open, and then there's more space, but it is narrow. But this is a smaller vehicle, so that makes sense. And this armrest is pretty small to have 2 arms sharing it. Hey, get out of my way. Hey, that's my armrest. So you got the idea. We have memory seats and a 10-way adjustable driver's seat and an 8-way power adjustable front passenger seat, which is really nice. Here are some more controls. That's your button for the head-up display. Here is what the head-up display looks like from the driver's perspective. It tells you how fast you're going. You can get turn-by-turn directions on here. You can see what channels you are changing to and your volume controls as well. So some useful information. Here is your heated steering wheel button, and then this button will allow you to choose the amount of space that you want in between the vehicle in front of you when you are in cruise control. And of course the vehicle will come with the Buick Driver Confidence, which is the extra safety features that Buick includes standard, like the forward collision alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, automatic emergency braking, front end collision avoidance, and more. This is a feature that I really like. There is a button that you can use to open up your lift gate, and you can open it up only 3/4 of the way to save time if you just need to throw something in. In the back seat, we have 2 USB ports, a nice 12-volt plug here. We have seat back pockets and this gorgeous, very soft ebony leather interior. There are 2 cup holders here in the back as well, but what I did notice is there's no air vents, so it might get a little stuffy for your rear seat passengers. Here's a view of the front dash from the back seat. And I also wanted to mention that there is the Buick Quiet tuning tech on this vehicle. So that gives us active noise cancellation, triple door seals, and acoustic laminated glass for a quiet interior, which is really nice. There have been some pretty decent rumors that the Buick Encore is being retired after the 2022 model year. So it is said that the Buick Encore GX is going to be replacing it. And I want to talk about the difference in size. So the Buick Encore GX is about 3 inches longer than the regular Encore, but about an inch shorter, which is interesting. And the Envision, and I do have a Motor City Maggie video on the Buick Envision, which I absolutely love. I love that vehicle. That is actually 12 inches longer than the Buick Encore GX and about 1 inch taller. So it's a pretty big difference in size between those 2 vehicles. And I have to say, I think I prefer the Envision because it has more luxury features, but this is a really nice option for a lower price point for a 5-passenger compact SUV. Okay, I gotta change my shoes to drive. And now I am test driving the Buick Encore GX, and I've been driving this vehicle for a few days, and I really like it. It has a quiet interior, a smooth drive. The Buick Encore GX has a air ionizer, and this is really cool because it cleans the air. So it removes odors and pollutants from the air to give you better quality air while you're driving. So I think that that's really cool, especially since all of us are a little more conscious of germs and pollutants these days. So what a fun feature. I appreciate that. I see that I have a road sign indicator, which is really nice in the multi-information display. It is telling me the speed limit. I think this is always such a great feature because I often don't notice speed limit signs. So really, really handy to have that. It tells me that it is 35 miles per hour on the road that we're currently driving on in Los Angeles. So I just turned on the navigation so you can get an idea of what that looks like. It does not come standard, but it is nice that we have that available as an option. The acceleration isn't like my Tesla Model 3, but it is gonna get you where you need to go. So I think the visibility of the Buick Encore GX is generally pretty good. I like the height that I'm sitting at. I feel like I can see extremely well out the front end and out the sides. I do feel as if the back window is a bit small for my liking. I wanted to show you the different angles that we can see from this bird's eye view camera. We've got the side angles, we've got the aerial angles, and this is just a really nice way to be able to get a great view of your surroundings. And there is that nice projection of the Buick logo onto the ground where you are going to kick your foot to open up the lift gate. I love that. So the more that I drive the Buick Encore GX, the more I like it. It's honestly a really pleasant experience to be driving inside of this vehicle. I'm enjoying it more and more the more I drive. I do wish that there was a standard blind spot monitor. This is the Essence, so it's the fully loaded trim, and I don't have a blind spot monitor or a moonroof, so I would like to see those features on this vehicle. I really like the parking assist sonar. I really like the cameras and the bird's eye view monitor. I feel like the camera technology is really good. It's giving me a really crisp image, and definitely a better camera than my RAV4 hybrid. So I'm really loving the cameras. I'm really enjoying the quiet, smooth ride and the amount of cargo space and the height at which I'm sitting. So all in all, I really enjoy driving the Buick Encore GX, and I would definitely recommend this vehicle, especially for a young couple or someone with maybe one child, because it's a great vehicle and it has a lot of really good complementary active safety features, which are so important as well. It's a really crisp camera image, and I'm really appreciating the visibility that this vehicle is giving me with this bird's eye view camera. I really like that image, so I can see how close I am to the curb, and then this one in particular, because then I can see how much space I have in front of me and behind me. And we've got a rear seat reminder. This should be on every vehicle. And I just did a Costco run, and I have plenty of space for all of my goodies. And that's the 2022 Buick Encore GX. I'm Motor City Maggie. Make sure you leave me a like and a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my automotive content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Motor on.